Good, because we transitioned to being live, brother.
Oh, shit.
Live
Okay.
I like to surprise people. Why would I just give a warning that we're gonna be live?
That's true. That's true.
As you can see, I have not one but two guests with me this week because Aaron, I just don't know what happened. He was driving his semi truck that he normally does when he goes to his wrestling shows, filled with his steel chairs. When all of a sudden, vultures came out of nowhere, bit his nipples off, bleeding, blood everywhere. Arrested, is being charged with just reckless driving. Aaron is now incarcerated for 90 years, so he'll be back next week probably. So here's a hello, Elite Tim. How are you? And then we have my guests. What up, John, the Frog, and Scooter, the Not Frog.
The Not Frog.
The Not Frog. Well, I figured there was a Nintendo Indie Showcase, and I thought of the first two biggest Nintendo fans that I thought are. Words are hard. You get it.
See it. Did you see it, Scooter?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Scooter saw it. I notoriously don't watch these things because they're always on when I'm working. So
Yeah, I actually did a little video of my reaction to it.
Oh, okay.
See, I was traumatized on that one where all the games look like farming simulators and.
Oh yes, I remember. And then there was one before that that had like pretty much a lot of cat games. I'm like, what?
That sounds sick. Cats are cool.
And then the last one had like similar art styles, like every game looked the same. And I was just turned off about, so I want to know, like, how was this one in comparison?
Yeah, we could definitely talk about that.
We will, but first I want to know the things you've been playing. So since Scooter, I see you still typing. Do you want to go over it, Scooter? You want to start?
Yeah, I'm done typing.
Oh God, I broke the thing.
So lately, what I've been doing, because the only time I've been able to play video games now is when I been streaming whenever I can. Since I finally got my Wii U gamepad fix, I've been kind of going through and playing games I haven't been able to play in a long time. And some of the ones that just stand out, whether they're good or bad, I'm sure you
Skunk Bundle, right?
The first Skunk Bundle
that I just learned about.
It is terrible.
I need to find gameplay.
I think it's
Oh God. Sorry.
Maybe one of John can agree with me, but it could be kind of like more like it's so bad it's good. You have to experience of how bad it is, and it's kind of entertaining for that reason.
These PS1 graphics going on here on the Wii U?
Oh yeah.
Oh god, this is all.
Like,
Is
there's
that the frame rate?
slowdown. There's
And
major
there's
frame rate.
horrible slowdown.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So bad.
What is it?
Pushing all the power of the Wii U.
Yeah, that's the full power of the Wii U right there. Look at that.
What is that thing supposed to be?
They never explained.
Chelsea's asking me to see my outfit. Ma'am, I'm married. Calm down.
Whoa.
Jeez, calm down. No, she wants. I told her she's got to match Tina today. I'm wearing this. Okay. There. Anyway, hello, Chel. So what is the skunk bundle?
So it's just a compilation of just really poorly made games. You got a haunted house one. You got Snake, which is like the old little Nokia phone game.
They put that in a game that they charged money
really
for.
put that in.
Yep.
Yes. They have this
Okay.
temple type game, like you're in there and you
What is that?
have to do some terrible platforming jumps.
What the fuck am I looking at in this game? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a terrible game, but you have to experience it. It's that weird.
So I mean the shop's closed, but I can find a way to get it on there.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you probably can, but
Yeah.
I got this. And the funny thing, they had like 5 games on there, and they wanted $25. No,
Seems like a bargain, brother. What are you talking about?
no. I paid like a few bucks for this game, and I still kind of regret it.
Eh,
It's bad.
I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. It's fine.
Top tier quality right there.
Yeah, I mean, there was a meme run on the Wii U, so why not?
Yeah, that's true. They had some very weird games on the Wii U for sure.
So this is the haunted house that I've been looking at. I'm waiting for the gameplay part.
That is one of the games. But
This
yeah,
has a Nintendo seal of approval.
It definitely does.
Does it actually though?
No, it doesn't.
No.
Didn't they get rid of that in the Wii?
Honestly, I think they stopped that when the Wii came out.
Yeah. I think they got to a point they're like, all right, guys, My Baby Adventures. I don't know if we could give this one the seal.
No, I don't think I could give this one a seal.
What is going? This slowdown is impeccable.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's optimized. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's so optimized, and you can only get this experience on the Wii U.
I'm
10 out of
good.
10.
I'm good with not doing that actually. So there's that scooter. What else you been playing that isn't this?
He's so mesmerized by this game now. Another one that I played. Now, actually, I actually enjoy this one. It's called Wooden Sensei. I played this on stream one other time before.
Okay.
But
Let me see if I can get that.
now this game console wise only did come to the Wii U. However, you can get this game on Steam.
Okay. Is it deck verified? Because then I'm all about it, brother.
I think it actually might be.
Oh, that's how I play things.
But man, the music in this game is amazing.
Oh, this looks cool.
Yeah, this is actually a really fun platformer. So you're got character named Goro who has to go and get all his sake back. That's pretty much the main.
He's an alcoholic. Sick. All right.
Yes, he's an alcoholic. Yes,
I'm not a sake guy. Ugh.
I've actually had sake before.
It's spicy, isn't it?
No, not really.
I thought sake was like hot.
It's not supposed to be.
Okay,
No,
maybe I had something different. Oh, wow. I'm getting, yeah. Oopsie. What do I know? Never mind.
Yes, sake, the spicy sake. I'm sure that'll be there. But yeah, no, this is actually a really fun platformer. And honestly, the music is a standout. And for graphically wise, like it's a very good looking platformer for what it is. You know, it gives me that feeling of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze style.
I missed that game.
You know, such a good game.
I need,
I
yeah.
definitely recommend you try this one. This one goes on. I think it's $10 usually, and it goes on sale for $5. Pick it up for $5 and try it out. I think it's a good one.
I'm going to look up if it's on Steam verified now.
Kev's list is long enough, though.
That list is never getting filled. I've just learned to accept that. But, it is Steam Deck verified, and it's, $10. Wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say even $10 is worth it. But if you want a half off sale on it, pick it up for $5. Make
$20 is my sweet spot.
Yeah, make sure to get the soundtrack with it. You will not regret that. That soundtrack is amazing.
I'm in. And the list is only up to 573, John. Okay.
That's nothing.
Okay, now 574.
Yeah, I'll play all these one day. But at least like I know I'm not gonna like. It's just like if I want to pick a game from the list, I just draw a number. It's a simple way to live.
All right.
Maybe.
Another big game that we always love talking about, DuckTales Remastered.
Oh, I love this.
Everything except for the Switch.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Don't know. Just like we don't still understand why the Disney Afternoon Collection's not on the Switch.
Well, it's just is it powerful enough to run it? Yeah, no, of course it
That
is.
would have sold a lot more than any of the other platforms.
Yeah, it's very silly.
Sense to me. I mean, my reasoning, I first thought that maybe they weren't putting it on the Switch because they were going to bring those games to the NES lineup of their, online.
Yeah.
They didn't. They didn't bring any one of those games. So it literally makes no sense why at least the Disney Afternoon Collection wasn't on the Switch. They were made on NES. So why is it not on a Nintendo platform? Capcom, you got to answer us on that.
I think Capcom would have to, renegotiate the licensing, and they just don't care to do it, and that's what I don't understand.
That might be a reason. Licensing does have to do with it.
But it hasn't been delisted from anything. Like I bought it on my Series S. It was just up there, and then like on Steam Deck, Steam, it's there. I don't know. I guess I don't know how licensing works, but like
I think I think they have to say which platforms are going to be released on. So by adding a new one, you have to redo the contract.
You have to renegotiate their licensing.
That could be it.
Exactly. Because with licensing, it goes exactly specific towards what consoles you're putting on. So that when they made it, they probably already had this in the works before the Switch was out, and they didn't know.
But considering the install base of the Switch, I feel like it's worth it to renegotiate those licenses. Like, I don't get it.
At this point, yes, but I guess at the time they probably didn't know how well that the Switch would, proceed, because obviously the Wii U was a huge flop, and it's sad because the Switches or the Wii U is actually a good system. But, obviously marketing does do a lot. And if marketing's not well, then obviously a lot of people are going to be very like, I don't know if I should trust the Switch.
Speaking of marketing, I remember when they said like that you could demo the Wii U at Pottery Barn once. Like I was just like, what the fuck? Do you remember that or no?
No, I do.
It was like a campaign that like you could try out the Wii U at your local Pottery Barn. And I was like, what are you doing, Nintendo? I gotta find that now. I'm not making that up.
At least Nintendo did get
There's a great tech section at Pottery Barn. Yeah. Always hanging out, in the video game section of Pottery Barn.
Yeah, there you go. But obviously you can get this on pretty much everything: PS3, Xbox 360, which is backwards compatible for your Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And obviously Steam. So at least there is still a way to play this.
Yeah,
it's a great remastering. I mean, the fact that they got pretty much the whole cast from the TV show to come back and do voices, amazing.
I found it. It's not a real thing. Not only can you try the Wii U at Pottery Barn, you can go to the Wii U Game Lounge.
The Wii U Game Lounge.
That was a thing, and play Mario 3D World.
That I wish I could have gone to the Wii U Game Lounge.
At
Pottery awesome.
Yeah. I don't
remember that at all. That's so weird.
No, I didn't remember. That's cool though.
That was a weird promotional thing. Yeah, no, I love DuckTales Remastered, but like I gotta say, this version kind of for me makes the NES one like not obsolete, but like if I have a choice, I'm always going this one. Because it doesn't do the thing where like, I'm glad you went to the Amazon, you should have gone to the moon first, like, and like the game stops you from that, which I found a little annoying when I first played it.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a remastering that I feel like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there will be a lot of people that will want to go back to the original because it's it's the original. But this is definitely one of the remasters that you definitely want to go back to and play. And
you got glitched on the moon though.
Oh my god! I wish I could.
In the new one or the old one?
In the new one.
In the remaster, he fell down a pit and the screen just stayed. Like, it didn't move. Nothing happened. It just stayed on the screen.
Huh.
I had to reset the game.
That's interesting. Well, glitches happen here and there, as long as it's not Cyberpunk.
I've never seen that glitch before, so that was really fun. It was really.
That could be a Wii U exclusive glitch.
I don't know. I'll have to.
It could be, for all we know. That was playing also on off my disc too, because I have a physical copy of DuckTales Remastered. Actually, funny thing, I have physical copy of DuckTales Remastered on my PS3, on my 360, and my Wii U.
Yeah, I
You
bought this.
multiple copies because
I
that was a
did.
big deal. No one expected that game to ever get a remaster. So
Yeah, I bought
Yeah,
this on a.
copy of that.
What do I have? I have on Steam, Xbox, Wii U, and I had a PS3 copy, but I don't think I do anymore.
Oh, and I got it also digitally on Steam. So
Oh, there you go.
yeah, I got the whole collection there. But definitely, I'm so glad that they made sure to put this back up on Steam because for a while it was off for a little bit.
Wait, so that means they did do the rights again. They could have just kept going. If they took it down, then they
What
clearly
they should have done is brought it to the Switch. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
They should have brought it when they when they worked on the license again. But again, it probably came down to, well, we're not sure about the Wii U. But I bet you now Capcom is probably regretting that decision with how well the Switch is going.
they were
and how
too busy
well a lot
getting
of
Lion
stuff is
King.
going for the Switch with them. Like
they could
Monster
still
Hunter
do
Rise.
it. You know what I mean? Like
They
they
could.
could still do it.
But maybe they're thinking
Maybe.
it's too late. But
Eh,
as the song 3 Days Grace always tells me, never too late.
I just saw them actually. They were wonderful, by the way.
Oh, I would love to.
Oh,
Oh,
they were so cool. Our Union Hall has like a skybox in the like one of the arenas by us. Saw them, Shinedown, and From Ashes to New. Lovely concert.
awesome. Oh, that sounds great.
Shinedown's really good too. Anyway,
Oh, I like Shinedown too. Yeah, Second
Yeah.
Chance. Love that song.
perfect.
And then the last but not least, I mean, obviously I played a lot more games, but the other standout for me is Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii U Edition.
This is my favorite Tekken.
Now you're probably thinking, what's different with the Wii U Edition?
The best thing about it.
The one of the coolest thing about it is, well, two things. One, all the characters in the game have some kind of dress up as a Nintendo character, from Star Fox, as you
Yep.
can see right there, to Mario, to Princess Peach, Luigi.
I wish more
Zelda,
games did that.
Yeah.
Zelda. Like, this was just really, really cool. Oh yeah, Captain Falcon too.
Toad. It was. They did repeat a lot of costumes. Honestly, I didn't even care. Like,
Oh, I didn't care.
it was
My
so
favorite
fun.
is the panda dressing up as Princess Peach.
Yes.
Hilarious.
That
was so great.
and also this item battle thing was
Yes,
just
the mushroom battle. This was really, really cool too. And they actually did remixes of Nintendo songs, which are really, really well done.
Yep.
Really well done mixes, and it's very short and stuff because they're just very quick little battles and stuff, and it doesn't have an online for it, which is kind of a bummer.
Oh,
Ooh.
I at least I don't think it has online from it.
It did at the time, but I think it got dropped pretty quickly.
oh,
No,
So-
the online is still available. I checked the online.
Really?
No one's playing it, but the online is still available. But
I must be
that
thinking something else.
particular mushroom battle, I don't think is.
Oh, for Mushroom Battle. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
mushroom battle.
I thought
No,
I'm thinking of something else. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the online is still available, but just like when I tried Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Wii U, there's no one online with them, which is sad
Yeah.
because this is fun. But maybe I'm getting hopes that maybe Tekken 8 will eventually come to the Switch or Nintendo platform, but I'm not pressing my luck on that one since the Tekken 7 didn't. So
Yeah, they this isn't a knock on the Switch, but like Tekken games are very, very like shiny and particle heavy. So like, I just don't know.
Mortal Kombat 11 on there.
We did, and like again, not a shot, but like when I looked at 11 on Switch versus like something else, I was like, oh, this I don't know if I could do this. It works.
The difference is they decided to do lower graphics to get the 60 frames.
Yeah. Which I prefer, unlike Redfall.
Right, which I think was probably the better move.
Yeah.
Because if you play Mortal Kombat 11 handheld, it looks fine.
Right.
Putting on the TV and blow it up, yeah, it definitely is not one of the prettiest looking games. But the fact that they were able to make it work and keep it 60 frames is truly a remarkable feat for the Switch.
Well,
But
there
who
we
knows?
go.
Who knows? Maybe the Switch 2 or whatever it's going to be. I don't know.
Switch U.
Switch.
The Super Switch
We
U.
did talk about that, John, didn't we? The Switch U.
I like the name. They would never do it, or maybe they would.
They're gonna call it the new
After the
Nintendo
Wii U,
Switch
I
U.
hope they don't, because that's probably going to get people.
They thought the
going,
Wii U was a good name for a console. Why not Switch U? What about new 3DS? I still can't get over that.
Yeah,
I've heard there's a reason for the new 3DS name, and apparently in Japan it directly translates way better, and it isn't like new 3DS. Like it makes more sense. I've
Like
heard.
the new Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, like in Japan, like it is different. But I don't know. Whatever. Mushroom Battle's cool.
Oh yeah, Mushroom Battle. Like, yeah, I mean, it was a great Wii U experience for the game, and it looked pretty good on the Wii U. So
It
It was
did.
a launch title, right?
Yes.
yes,
If not close. And also, every time I think of Wii U discs, I think about the cool way the discs feel, the rounded edges.
Yes.
I love that.
A
Anyway.
Wii U exclusive.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
So there's some fun Wii U game. I mean, obviously, I could talk about the main ones, but you already know the main ones on there and stuff, and most of those
Funky Barn, right?
to the Switch or the 3DS. So yeah.
Funky Barn, the greatest Wii U game.
Which one?
Funky Barn.
I
don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like super rare because it was one of those games that like.
All right, search the goddamn game.
Yeah, it was like really expensive for a while.
Funky Barn.
But it was one of those games that was like so bad and so expensive that like the publisher was like, yeah, why not put it on Switch? Everyone loves the game, and they were just reading the room.
What the hell is Funky Barn?
I couldn't even tell you what it is.
What?
Come on, man! Look at them graphics. That's right out of a Flash game on Nickelodeon, right there, brother.
Hey, I used to actually like some of those Nickelodeon Flash games back then.
I'm trying to actually get to like gameplay, but I think you just manage a barn with God like hand.
Barn would have been.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be the Smash Brothers hand for all we know. It's on the Wii.
That is clearly Master Hand's cousin, Country Hand, as you can tell by his overalls.
Country Hand.
Yeah.
Country Hand.
Country Hand, brother. Yeah, no. So if you want to play Funky Barn, it's on the Switch now. Don't you worry.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, look. Wait. Mushrooms grow around trees and flowers, but you need to keep an eye on them, John.
Oh yeah, keep an eye on those shrooms.
The color of the mushroom has a particular effect on an animal. What does green do?
Apparently,
one up.
Is it
yeah,
though?
they give you a one up. or in one up John's case, it gives you a hat.
Or you turn into a frog. Who knows?
They turn you into a frog and you get a hat.
Yeah. All right, John. What you been playing there?
I did a 9-hour stream of Yoshi's Woolly World.
A lovely game.
And Scooter was there.
Yes.
And yeah, so I had a thing where you could use channel points and you could choose an amiibo for me to scan into the game. Because when you scan an amiibo, you get a yarn version of that amiibo.
I forgot you did a 9-hour stream. I said, why look up gameplay when I can look up the stream?
Yeah.
Yes, it's on the YouTubes, folks.
It is.
And it's also the VOD is there here.
Look at that crafted frog.
Woohoo! Yes, so I did a whole yarn looking froggy. It looks really good, actually. I might reuse that or something.
I think you should, because that looks really cool.
The game was fun. I played it when it came out, and my God, that was 2015. So that was the last time I played it, and so it was really fun going back to it. I like this way better than Crafted World.
Yeah.
It's a shame that not a lot of people had played this. They haven't played the 3DS one either, so a lot of people never played this, and I don't see it getting ported to the Switch. So it's kind of lost media in a way. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I liked it. I don't know, Kev, have you played it?
So I didn't play this, but when I did buy this game because when I was like on the Wii U like super hype train, I was just starved for a game to come to it.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, a game. Woo! And I bought it, but I never played it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a classic platformer. The graphics are beautiful. Very inventive way of using, the yarn and buttons and zippers and sequence and all these like different gadgets. Just very creative level layout, and yeah, it was just a fun game.
Yeah, I was a little worried because obviously the Good Feel Company also made Kirby's Epic Yarn, so I was a little bit worried. Like, is Yoshi gonna be able to do enough to venture out from being that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I loved Epic Yarn. It was weird that Kirby can't die in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of turned me off from it. I won't lie.
The one thing about this game is it's kind of tough. Like if you die, they take you all the way back. Like the checkpoints are not close. Like
Really?
sometimes there were whole stretches I had to do over again.
Yeah.
So it's a little annoying, but at least it's not completely hand-holdy. So you got to be good if you don't want to do stuff over again, basically.
It's definitely not on the level of like I would say like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze hard, but it definitely does have some difficulty.
When you get to the later levels, it gets super tricky platformy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How
remember you got stuck on one of the puzzles for a little while when I'm trying. It was funny when you looked it up.
Oh
It did.
yeah, the end level, I was stuck there for hours, and the solution was so simple, I felt like an idiot. But it was fun, just kind of, and no one was like helping. I think Scooter posted like a walkthrough or something. He was trying to help,
Yep.
but for hours, I was like, what do I do?
What do I do?
How does this? So I've heard that you like this one, but like Crafted World, I feel like people don't love as much.
I liked Graphic World. The problem is it was just missing. The Scooter and I talked about this. It was just missing something. It just
Okay.
was kind of soulless. Like the aesthetics, the graphics looked nice. The levels were okay. It just for some reason I didn't connect with it as much as Woolly World. What about you,
I
Scooter?
I think it has to do with the charm.
Yeah,
I feel like Crafted World, they focused on trying to make, oh, we'll do this, make this the first official like Nintendo game to have Unreal Engine 4 graphic. That's why like those
It does
coins
look nice.
look really
Yeah.
nice. Like, and that's a nice feature and stuff that they did Unreal Engine 4, but I feel like at the same time, and One Up John and I talked about this. This is kind of showing exactly how we feel about this Wii U versus the Switch. The Wii U felt like a love project, where this one felt more like a corporate. Like
kind
same
of
with
like Mario Maker 1 versus Mario Maker 2.
Yeah.
exactly.
God, I wish 2 was so much better.
The fact that it is good, but they just didn't keep going with it. They just kind of dropped it.
Well, they didn't keep going with it, and then they didn't realize how annoying it was to make a level on the Switch. Like, they should have done like I always say, like some browser companion where like I can make it on like a Nintendo website and just like transfer it over. That would
Yeah,
have
I
been cool.
made tons of levels in the Wii U version. I didn't make any in the Switch. Maybe
No.
one day I'll return to it, but just the interface was so just not inviting.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it just didn't have that same feeling when you got to use the amiibos to change your character, and it brought more to life
Yeah,
than
I
just
really
the
miss the
levels.
amiibo costumes. Without that, it didn't bring any humor, life, creativity. It was just
Yeah.
kind of like bare
Like some people
bones.
were making a flying level, and you had like the Star Fox R wing and
That was
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
It brought a lot more creativity, and because of the fact that they didn't add that back, and they thought, oh, you know what, people want more. We'll just go ahead and make you have different outfits for your me character.
And
Yeah.
they added Link, and that was awesome, but then that was it. And I'm like, why
Yeah.
didn't they add like Samus or like why didn't you add more? But they didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, they had such a huge opportunity, and it looked like they were going to do some actual physical DLC, and they're like, nope. And we're just like, why?
Well, if you got the hankering for maker games, we talked about it last week. That 20XX, John, that we played.
Mm-hmm.
So 30XX, which is in eternal early access, they're gonna have a maker mode. So you'll kind of have like a Mega Man X maker
Have
coming
you
soon.
played that fan-made Mega Man Maker?
No, I haven't. I haven't done that one.
I recommend it. It's actually pretty cool. It looks official in that.
I'll try it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not that Crafted World's a bad game by any means. It's not. It's
Mhm.
fun. It definitely has its somewhat still of a charm, and Yoshi still looks cute in it, but and graphically it looks really nice. But it's missing that little charm that the Woolly World gave us, which it's kind of a shame. But at least there's still a lot of love for Yoshi.
It
So
almost felt like we have to make a Yoshi game.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like we
Well,
have to. Like we have to do it right now.
well,
Like,
somebody's got to do it
know.
because I miss good 2D, like there's 2D platforms there, but like Nintendo platforms, because like I want a 2D Mario. Like as much as I like Odyssey,
It's been a long time since we
yeah,
had one.
I want a 2D Mario, and I don't know, Odyssey's great, but like I want more Nintendo platformers. Like I feel like we've gone way too long without
What I
like
thought we were gonna get is those 2D sections in Odyssey. I thought we
Mhm.
were gonna get like a game like that, just kind of maybe like a 3D setting, but it's a 2D Mario. And like I don't know, I would have liked them to expand on that, and then they didn't.
I
So
wonder if they bank too hard on Mario Maker and be like, people will make them for us, you know?
yes, I
they
think they
probably
just kind
did.
of gave up on it, and they said, well, I guess people don't want 2D Mario.
Well,
And
that's
it's not
corporate
that, but
thought.
we're just kind of sick of this new formula, quote unquote, but yet you don't do anything new with it.
Yeah, I don't want another new Super Mario Brothers. Just that art style kills me every time I see it. It's just
Yeah.
so
It was
shiny
charming at
plastic,
first.
cell phony. It's just like I want a new art style with Mario. He deserves it.
I want
It-
cell shaded Mario.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not even just that for me. It's the fact that it's nothing really new. I'm sick of them using the title "new," and I'm like, what's new about this?
Yeah, compared like New Super Mario Brothers Wii versus New Super Mario Brothers U, it wasn't that different. And I'm just
Same as
like,
New Super Mario Brothers 2. I'm like,
yeah, the
really?
whole series is just the same. It's like I
Yeah,
want them to do something different.
exactly. So
We
that's
grew up in the era. Look at the first three Mario Brothers, and then look at Mario World, and then look at 64. Oh my God, they're like so drastically different, and so,
right.
but yet we keep getting the same stuff now, and it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, it really turned me away. As soon as New Super Mario Brothers U and New Super Mario Brothers 2 came out at the same time, which made no sense to me at all. I'm like, why did you do that?
No idea.
Like that was a terrible mistake, and I'm just like, I'm all out of Mario right now, and I love Mario. You guys know I do. I'm wearing a shirt right now. I like Mario, but Jesus, this is too much of the blandness. It needs it again.
Just for the record, we are all saying Mario the correct way.
Mario.
People say it's a New York, New Jersey thing, but here's John
I would
right
say
now.
Yeah. If I grew up in Long Island, maybe I would say Mario.
No, because you don't say Wario. Nobody says Wario.
Wario.
Like, I don't know why Mario got the oh, it's in a long A here. Nobody says Maria, you know?
But I think it's just a general Switch is more of a it definitely feels more like a corporate system than, like a love letter to it.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel with most of the games. Not to say that the games aren't good, like Mario Odyssey is a great game, but
Right.
it definitely Nintendo has been missing its charm, and I mean this is showing why it's working.
I do think it was a corporate decision to kind of not be quirky. Just try to be as kind of straight-laced or kind of, I don't even know what the word is, but it's like
Straightforward,
I don't want to say bland, but they've been kind of like, let's
but it
not
is
be
too
so charming.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I've
I
been
mean,
dealing with a lot of indie games lately too. Like I'm looking for a little
yeah.
variety in my life.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Switch is a great system, but it definitely does feel like it's missing a little bit of the charm, and I wish
Well, look
you
at the
could have given.
two themes we have, black and white,
Oh yeah, let's go into that
for
too.
6 years.
Stop being so entitled, gamers, okay?
I know we're
Jeez.
so entitled.
We can't
I-
even pick different colors.
I feel like they're gonna put a red one out for the next Mario game, and that is all you're getting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, an exclusive. You have to buy the next Mario game to get the red theme. And
You
it's
know,
literally just the color red. There's
not
nothing
that
Mario about it.
not that Joy-Cons don't print money because they break all the time, and people would rather just buy them than wait for them to get repaired. Imagine if you bought Joy-Cons and like the purple one came with a purple theme and green came with a green theme. Like,
That would have been awesome.
man, you would have sold more Joy-Con. I would have doubled your Joy-Con sales, Nintendo. So
I actually still have. Surprisingly, my Switch has not had Joy-Con issues.
You're the only
no.
one I've ever heard of who never had Joy-Cons. You're very blessed, Scooter.
The first time I used my Switch portably, like, because I never did, and I was like, oh, the battery life sucks. I brought it with me to a wedding. I was like, oh, I'll bring them. One game of Fortnite drift.
All it took.
Then I got
Well,
these.
There might be specific games that wear
Mm-hmm.
out the Joy-Con more than others. And
Yeah.
I'm assuming Smash Brothers would destroy the
Yeah.
Joy-Cons.
Now I got
Yeah.
these. I got to get them in red because I don't like white, but I'll get a second pair. The Hori split pad compact. Also, my left rail is loose as hell now. Does it happen to anyone else?
which one?
The left rail, like I don't even have to push the button. It's on every Joy-Con I have.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but like, yeah, I use these now. I didn't go with the big Hori split pad pros because I thought they
I
would
like
be
the
too
big
beefy.
one.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll upgrade eventually, but like, I think these are
Be too
amazing.
bulky for me. I already have enough problems with the Switch gamepad, which this could probably be why that my Joy-Cons haven't had it yet because I don't use them as much since I use my Pro controller. So
Hi, some
that
dude.
might have to play a factor.
Yes.
It could. The
So-
only time I ever had to use my Joy-Con is for actually one game, which is Mario Party, Super Mario Party, because that
Yeah.
was forced.
Oh yeah, you had to have them.
You
I
had to
didn't
have
know that about PS3 discs.
Oh yeah, some PS3 just came with free themes because they had like PlayStation Home stuff and like little
See,
things.
how come the Switch never did that? I mean, they could put exclusive themes or icons or whatever. I don't get it.
Because Nintendo hates fun.
Well, I mean, sadly, but I feel that's not too far off. It's not really they hate fun, but it's just, again, Nintendo is losing some of their charm.
As
They're
someone who's
like,
been there from the beginning, I will say the Switch is like the first really kind of non-Nintendo system, where it's kind of
yeah.
like the charm that I expect and the level of quality that I expect has not been there this gen. Also look at the Joy-Cons. I mean, just in terms of hardware as well. Like I don't know, Nintendo's controls have always been solid, but then this gen, and then they kind of deny it. It's like, nah, Joy-Cons are fine. We'll repair it for free, but no, there's nothing wrong with the Joy-Cons.
Did they? I think they lost a class action lawsuit over that finally.
Yeah, so I think because of that lawsuit, now no matter what, even if you're out of warranty, they will repair your Joy-Con.
Yeah, but the thing is, people are just gonna go buy new ones. They don't want to wait, you know.
Yeah.
That's a good business too, but I've heard of people having 4, 5, 6 sets of Joy-Cons.
I refuse to use Joy-Cons at this point.
I don't understand why people do that. Just get like a Power A or Hori.
Power A controllers, baby. That's right. That's all we use around this house. Look at this. I love these big, thick boy sticks.
Use the code Consolekev.
Yes.
I'll just keep with my Switch Pro. I love it. I was very wary about it too. I remember when I was getting my Switch, because I got my Switch day one. I did, and there was one Pro controller left, and I'm like, ooh, $80. It's a lot of money. Do I want to do it? And I was working 2 jobs at the time, so I'm like, you know what? I don't buy a lot for myself.
Wasn't it 70? I thought it was 70.
Maybe 70, 80.
Yeah, I thought they were 70, but I have good news for you, Scoot.
What?
They have. I bought one of these, and the only reason I don't use it now is because Tina accidentally dropped it, and I will never forgive her. It's totally ruined our marriage. Trust me. But on nefarious sites like Amazon, which won't load now, of course, they have these Switch like Pro controller knockoffs, and they feel exactly like a real controller, and it's not loading because I think Amazon knows now.
It's not that big of a deal to me because before my warranty expired with my Pro controller, because I was working at Best Buy at the time. So one things that we did get good deals on is warranties. I got my warranty for like $2.
The funny thing is, after comparing my OLED and standard Switch, the standard Switch feels so much cheaper feeling. Yeah, I've heard that the OLED. Actually, my little brother has an OLED, and it does feel like way like they cared more about that.
Definitely. So what I did is I got so I had my warranty. My warranty was about to end up, and I just sent Nintendo I sent to Best Buy like, hey, my Switch Pro controller is not working that well, which it was at the time. I don't know what I did to it, but the A button was starting to mess up a little bit. But now it's working fine. So guess who got a new free Switch Pro controller?
Yeah. Wow.
That's still in the box, has not been opened. That's a funny thing about Best Buy. One thing I do love is the fact that you just tell them, hey, I need a new thing. They never asked me to bring my old controller back. They just said, oh yeah, we'll send you a new one.
Right, I'm trying to share this without giving my address away, but
yeah, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm trying to grab a screenshot. Deal with me for a second, but I can't find the ones that were literally Nintendo. Somebody robbed these off a truck, kind of things. But this is the controller that actually a couple of my friends have, and I will say one thing I do love about Nintendo stuff is that there's always like a myriad of third-party stuff to go get, and they have cool little lights.
And that's the interesting thing about it too, isn't it? I guess with them making more of a non-Nintendo console, it made it easier for third parties to be able to work with Nintendo. So I think that what Nintendo needs to do is find that middle ground where they're still able to have that full charm.
Oh, this is stubborn as hell. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it didn't have to be one or the other, but that's how it's gone.
They're stubborn.
They basically went from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Found it.
There you go.
There you go. So how do I do this on screen without everyone looking at my stuff? This is a problem with doing a live podcast. Yeah. But trust me, if you want to get a Switch controller that literally feels exactly like a Switch controller. It just doesn't say Nintendo on it. The one I dropped in the chat for everybody is what you get, and it feels
Well,
perfect.
I don't think it has an NPC, so I don't think you can do amiibo. I think that's the only other thing with that controller.
Who's using amiibos? Am I right?
I use amiibo.
Okay,
Yeah.
so one guy uses amiibos. Yeah,
No, Nintendo's been downplaying amiibo this gen, so
they have.
Oh, they've been downplaying it as much as they have with your Mii characters.
Yeah, true.
yeah, they're like, you don't care about Mii's.
No, well, you can use it as your little avatar, and we'll do one game, Miitopia. I mean,
Good.
it's not like Nintendo. We wouldn't want another Tomodachi Life or anything like that.
So Shell says that her original ones still work, but like,
Yeah,
they work. But like, I with Peaceful, I know you don't use your Switch like out and about, like with normal people. I don't know, man. Not normal people, I guess. But
yeah. Some dude makes a good point. The best thing was them finally using USB-C and standard Bluetooth protocol for their peripherals instead of using weird proprietary stuff from the Wii and Wii U. That stuff's all standard now. Yes,
It was
agreed.
weird. Wii and Wii U had their own like version of Bluetooth, but it wasn't standard Bluetooth, and it was a mess. Yeah.
It was really weird, but that is true. So definitely being able to make some things more like a non-Nintendo system is nice, but I feel like Nintendo went way too, I guess maybe safe would be the right word.
maybe
Maybe
I
they
don't
went too safe with this one, but who knows? Maybe
But
they'll
it's
be able
worked
to.
100
I mean,
million plus.
I mean,
No.
yeah, maybe this is what Nintendo needed to do. I mean, I guess. I mean, we might not always agree with it, like let's take a look at Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
People want to bitch about that game,
That
but
sold a lot, and there was a
it
lot of
still sold
bitching.
a lot. If that doesn't tell you how the market is, I don't know what will. Critics can talk shit about the Super Mario movie, and look how well that's.
All right. Well, yeah, we didn't even get to the Mario movie yet, but I gotta say, I've never seen a bunch of fucking adults not understand what a child's movie is
It's
and be like,
weird.
the plot of this movie was so shallow. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking kids movie. Like,
And they took it very seriously. It's like, why is there no story? Why is Mario turning into a raccoon?
because my favorite part of Mario games is the deep fucking lore. Like,
Right.
I think people wanted like a Game of Thrones or
Oh,
Sopranos,
great.
Game
or
of
I don't know what
Mario,
people
that'd
wanted.
be interesting.
People wanted something like what, a serious drama. They wanted gore. Like, what did
I don't know.
people want? Like, it's a Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you expecting?
Some dude's saying, I don't know why there isn't USB hard drive support because the SD cards are way more expensive than hard drives.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, that'd be fine, but like if you're gonna take your Switch portably, like you're not gonna strap a hard drive with you unless you are. Maybe
I remember at launch, Nintendo was like, "Yeah, we're gonna support hard drives. Yeah, sure."
listen, you don't want to buy where's that Zelda SD card? Hold on. How much was that thing?
You're paying extra for the Triforce.
Yeah, $149 for this 1 terabyte card. That's like usually what's a normal 1 terabyte? Does this show my address? I hope not.
I think they're literally charging $100 more just because it's Zelda brand.
Yes. So
It's probably about $60-$70 more, at least about half.
I want to look up the price of a normal 1 terabyte SD card.
SD card is probably going for about $70-$80 now
From a reliable source, because you can get like some China brand. I've learned that you don't want to do that.
SanDisk, the same brand.
Oh, okay, yeah, SanDisk right here.
A lot of people bricked their Switches when the Switch first came out because they were using third-party SD cards.
So this one is that I'm looking at 120. So like not $30 still, but like.
Well,
yeah, I don't know.
But that's one of the higher end. Like that's one of the higher end SanDisk, 1 terabytes, and I highly doubt that the Nintendo one's going to be on that same level.
Hi, Endo.
You're probably looking at about $80 or $90.
True. So anyway, John, what else did you play since we went on a tangent?
That's a huge tangent.
Off stream, I've been playing a lot of House Flipper.
I like House Flipper.
I've been waiting for the longest time for the DLC to go on sale, and the luxury DLC went on sale.
The luxury DLC?
Luxury DLC, and it's weird because it's almost like a story mode. Like somebody like has a story, like I need my houseboat renovated, and then they have like there's voiceovers and shit. I'm like, wow, they brought up the production value. And
Luxury.
yeah, so they also like big townhouses, multi-level
Oh.
apartments, and kind of I don't know. So there's like a story behind the renovations, but they're all like larger structures. Where before it was just like a little house. Now you're having like entire buildings and
Oh, there's a house.
things.
Oh, there's a houseboat loading screen.
Yeah, so like I've been enjoying it. Again, it's not something because I've streamed House Flipper before and nobody really cares, and I'm okay with that because everybody needs their off-stream game. So this is my off-stream game, and I find it very relaxing. But yeah, this guy is like, oh, my dad's gonna kill me because I had a party on his houseboat.
Well, I mean, how did people get there, first of all?
I don't know. So basically, you have to pick up all the trash and scrub and clean, and then you have to redecorate. You have to, and what's cool, they added renovations. So
Mm-hmm.
if something's broken, it turns into like you have to sand it down and repaint it and everything. So they added a lot of new game mechanics, which I'm enjoying.
Hmm.
So yeah, people who are into The Sims or Animal Crossing or those people would like this, I think.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it looks
I,
interesting.
I'm gonna play this. I play this with Tina a lot. We actually do the co-pilot mode on Xbox when we play this because
Ah,
she still can't figure out how to use like the left and right analog stick at the same time. So yeah, no, we do a lot of this.
for this game, I think PC works best because of a lot of pointing and clicking
Think I'm,
and rotating, and I think on an analog on a controller.
you think I'm playing on PC?
I highly doubt
Yeah,
this
I played
game's
on the
on the Switch, is it?
PC.
Hmm?
Huh?
This game's not on
Oh,
the Switch, is
the
it?
problem with the just warning for everybody, I didn't know this, but apparently if you get this on Switch, no DLC. It's only the
Ooh,
base game.
Ooh,
And
that's
they've released a lot of DLC, so you will be missing out on a lot.
Game Pass, baby.
They're still making DLC. They released a farm one recently, I think, or it's gonna come out. You can have
yeah.
your own
I,
farm.
I was always thinking of the Switch, for example, because if you played a handheld, probably maybe it has touchscreen support, so you
Oh
get
yeah.
more of a.
You know what? Unfortunately, a lot of games don't, and I don't know if this one does, but that would be great if it had the touchscreen support.
Yeah. But if they're not doing a DLC, then that's a huge problem. Same as because bought Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch because again, I wanted to try to support these big games on the Switch to like get them
Mm-hmm.
back into the grace of third party stuff. And then I realized there was a DLC for Wolfenstein 2 I didn't know about because it never came to the Switch.
This
So
is the thing that I was not there aware of, that these games are coming to the Switch but not getting the support. So
yeah,
so they don't get the DLC. They may not even get patches. They literally
right.
just throw it on there. It's like, oh, it's not selling. Well, we'll just leave it there. And then someone may not realize, oh, it's on sale, and they buy it, and then they realize they're missing all this other content that the other versions have. That's kind of
Exactly.
messed up, you
It
know.
is. So I feel like if you're gonna support the game on a system and stuff, give them the full experience because then you can't be blamed if the game doesn't sell well. Like for example, we can go back to the Wii U for a minute when Mass Effect 3 came out.
Hmm.
And then they were trying to make a big deal like, yeah, Mass Effect finally on the Switch. But then like a month later, guess what they brought out? Mass Effect Trilogy for the same price as Mass Effect 3 on the Switch for the other consoles.
Well,
That was a
It
big
was like a
PR
big
problem there.
you gotta pay that Nintendo tax, baby.
Like for the
but
same price of that version, you can get the whole trilogy. It was just
Well, not
exactly.
only that, Mass Effect 3 was dumb, like to put out by itself. It's a game series that literally what you did in the last games
So here's
affect
what they
what
did.
you're doing.
So here's what they did with the Wii U version. What they did with it specifically was they had a 20-minute story to catch you up between the two games, and you make the
Yeah,
decisions
I
right
watched
there.
I watched that when I played 3 to get a recap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it worked fine, I guess, but I feel like I don't get why EA thought that would have been a smart idea, and they're wondering why it didn't work, and then they just want to say, "Oh, Nintendo just doesn't want adult games." No, if you're gonna bring a new series to the system, same as Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed, I don't know why you would start with a third and fourth game.
Well, those are a little different because every Assassin's Creed, like more or less, can stand on their own.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's
like
true.
that I get, but like Mass Effect is literally just like again what literally everything you did before.
It's based on the story.
You're right.
But why didn't they put the trilogy on the Wii U?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
They
don't
should have.
get why they should have, but they didn't. We don't know why. And then they just wanted to blame. Oh, yep. I guess Nintendo only wants the kid friendly games. It's not like we want adult games on there. Like,
Yeah.
but
So-
that was also a big problem with the Wii U because they did a lot of marketing towards the kids because they had all those commercials saying, "Oh, why kids want the Wii U?"
I would love if they redid that commercial and all the Mass Effect banging scenes were in the commercial instead. Like, look, Mom and Dad, the Wii U, and it's just like Shepard and Miranda like banging right there.
Don't make me because I actually might just do that.
Do that, please. I would love that actually. Shepard. Oh, I would love that. So House Flipper is a good time, John?
Yes, I recommend it. It's a really good. It's a chill game. If you want to chill, it's a good thing to play in between games, I think.
Fair.
So, mhm.
All right. Anything else you got on there?
I've been playing more Phantasy Star Online, but I've been like playing like the PC version as well as the GameCube version, and diving into more like because there's a lot of custom servers and people are playing those games, and it's a lot of fun. I've met some people that are part of the community, and so I've been diving more into that.
The first one, right?
Yes. So, yes. So, like the first Phantasy Star Online came out on the Dreamcast, and then it was ported to the GameCube and Xbox, and then they made a PC version called Blue Burst.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't I'm weird. I like to just play all different versions of it, even though it's the same game. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing a lot of, and it's fun. It's repetitive, but it's somewhat satisfying.
MMOs be like that.
Yes,
I've
and
never.
it's a big deal. This was the first ever console online game,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and it was done successfully. And yeah,
Never played it.
The MMOs are not my cup of tea. I
I
can't
bet
do
you
them.
this one is expensive as hell though to get on the GameCube.
yes. Well, yeah, anything GameCube is really expensive, but the GameCube one is very pricey.
I'd
Uh,
be scared to look it up right now.
but if you have your modded Wii or Wii U, you can play it online with people. There are
All
custom
6.
servers.
Oh wow, that's cool.
No, there is a lot
Yeah,
of
there's a
people
lot, yeah.
actually who are playing it. So it's
I like watching you play it. Because it sounds like what I would
One
do.
of those games
I've
I'd
had
probably
people
never
in the
want to
chat saying
play.
either they've never played it or like they'll just like to watch.
Yeah, because like it's not something I'm gonna go like because you got to do some steps to get it back online and all that. But like, I ain't gonna do it, but I appreciate watching it. So
Mhm.
there's that. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with that.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we
look online right now to see how much this game. Woo!
yeah, there you go. I was waiting for that. All right.
Woo, daddy.
While you recover from that, I will start with our main event in the news because I did not watch the Nintendo Indie Game Showcase, but famously, I like covering them on the podcast with Aaron because we kind of like get a first reaction to everything we see. So Scooter said he watched it, right?
I did. Yep.
Okay. So John, you did not.
I did not.
So Scooter can help us guide us through this. The first thing I see is Cult of the Lamb, which already gets me hot and bothered. But I guess the first thing we got is Minico's Night Market, which apparently fun adventure with cute visuals about in a mythological backdrop about a magical cat god who has since disappeared.
Oh, cat god hype.
Oh, I do like
Yeah,
cats.
we got more cat stuff in this one.
I thought, yeah,
The art style.
it very Okami like.
Yeah, definitely Okami like, yeah. Yeah, this one didn't really interest me very much personally.
Does it show gameplay or is it just like this?
No, it did. After it gets through that part, it's gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? I like the art style, but I don't like playing games with this art style.
Yeah, it's that type of game style, and it's
Yeah.
not for me.
Oh, so is it a platformer?
I still don't understand what kind of game this is.
Yeah, I'm not really learning a
They
lot
didn't
from
do
this.
the best job explaining what kind of game it is too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm more confused about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I like the art style, but I'm not seeing gameplay.
Yeah.
So
I guess I'll keep an eye on it.
gameplay. No.
Oh, there's right when it happened. Yeah, okay, I'll keep an eye on it, but I can't say it makes my pants tight. Then we got My Time at Sandrock,
Oh.
which, if I understand, was that a husky penguin? Hold on, look at that little guy. Look at that, it's a husky penguin. I love him already.
That is a weird hybrid.
I love huskies. I love penguins. I'm in. I don't care what this game is in. I do care.
Oh,
So My Time at Porsche was like a town management sim game, which again, not up my alley. And this seems to be a sequel to that. So here's the Fortnite / My Sims crossover we all needed, it looks like.
Yeah, because Nintendo doesn't have any Sims type games except for not having.
Where's Sims 4?
I know.
Yeah,
Seriously.
that should be on
EA,
Switch.
I don't know what you're doing, but you are not handling.
EA notoriously does not play well with Nintendo.
No, we'll just get another FIFA Legendary and just
great.
keep those going, because God forbid that's what we need.
Yeah. Whoa, this is a third-person shooter too now? What?
Yeah, what is happening here?
Holy, well, okay, hold on. This change. Was My Time at Porsche like this?
I don't know. I never played it.
Yeah, I didn't either. See, the problem is I don't like town building management things, so I don't. Again, this is another one that does not blow my skirt up.
It looks interesting, but I don't see.
You didn't play Dragon Quest Builders?
I didn't. I want to though.
Okay, but that's all town management building.
But the only reason that would hook me is because I like Dragon Quest. That's the thing.
Okay.
Like, so, oh wow, this is very progressive. I like this.
Progressive.
Yeah. So yeah, I do love me some third person shooters. I actually like third more than first. That's me. All right, so My Time at Sandrock looks okay, and then I heard about this one, Played Up.
Oh yeah,
a roguelite management sim, which I heard is pretty much Overcooked, but with roguelike mechanics.
Yep, this is basically Overcooked not being Overcooked, but it does have it online.
Oh, you have to manage a restaurant too. Oh boy.
Yeah, you got to manage the restaurant as well, so it adds a little bit more to it.
Oh, this looks like chaos.
But it looks fun, and like I said, this does have online. So this one was the first one that really got me like, you know what? I might pick that one up.
Have you ever played Overcooked?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have.
It looks like they forgot to finish the graphics.
They're going for that quirky style,
more simplistic style. They didn't. Again, it's an indie developer. They didn't want.
Overcooked is a fun way to ruin friendships. I would love to actually, Chelsea, I know you're here. You, me, James, Tina, we all play this. You want to see how strong your relationships are? We're going to play Overcooked. I told you to fucking chop the onions. Like, just screaming at each other. Me and Tina got into so many unnecessary arguments over that game.
Oh, my God.
I love it, though. It's good. I'll try to play it up. That looks fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. So, as long as it's not, like, super, really high in price, I'd pick that one up.
More cats.
Cats. I told you, we've got some cat games in this.
Quilts and Cats of Calico. I'm just going to every time I get out of full screen, it, like, resets the page.
This game just looks ugly.
Shell said, should we ruin 20 years of friendship like that? Yes. Yes, we should. Overcooked is the way it goes down.
Kind of board game. That's what's weird about it. It's some kind of board game.
Does it have online more than Garfield Lasagna Party that I'm in?
It actually does have online, surprisingly. Of all games, this one actually is going to have...
That cat looks horrifying, actually. I don't like that at all.
That's a very scary looking cat. That cat's not cute at all.
I don't like this anymore.
No.
I told you, this game looks creepy as hell.
Super chill board game sim, an adorable cat darn which adapts physical. It's a real game that they've made into a board game.
Remember when indie games were cool, like Shovel Knight?
Listen, there's still cool indie games. It's just I don't know this.
This one,
Rift of the Necrodancers.
Cool.
I assume a sequel to Crypt of the Necrodancer, right? Okay. It's Guitar Hero.
Fun. This one looks fun.
It's a Guitar Hero game?
Kind of like the Dance Dance Revolution type, it looks like, yeah.
But like if I'm not so the thing with Guitar Hero is that like you had a guitar to play it. I don't really like when rhythm games are just like Hi-Fi Rush worked because it was also like a third person action adventure game and like I don't do things like theater rhythm because I'm just like tapping, like. So I don't know. Maybe
if you like theater rhythm like type of games, then that one will probably be for you. But I'm excited for it, and I love theater rhythm, and I eventually want to pick up the Switch one. But yeah, that one's definitely high up on my list. That one looks a lot of fun.
John, how do you feel about Rift of the Necrodancer?
Not my thing.
All right, this indie showcase ain't going well so far. I heard.
I'm not surprised. I gave it a pretty average score. I think like a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, something like that.
So Animal Well is I know this is being published by Donkeys. I don't know if you guys know who Donkey is or not. He's a big old game YouTuber. This actually looks interesting to me. What was it called? Animal Well is a labyrinth explorer with a bold, elegant style. Game promises freedom of exploration with hidden items. It's a Metroidvania, let's just say it. And that is one of my favorite genres, so I'll probably try this one. Let me see if it's on my list.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my list. Animal. Okay, I got one game on this whole thing. Maybe that my time at Sandrock, if I didn't realize it was going to turn into Gears of War 3 minutes into it. But I'll try that. Okay. Crime O'Clock.
Yeah.
So go on, Scooter. What do you got?
Not much. This one definitely did not interest me at all. This one, these were part of the, like, I didn't honestly get into the direct until probably about halfway through it. Like, a lot of this stuff just really like, yeah, whatever. It's not for me.
Yeah, so it's a look at the solve crimes as a cute humanoid rabbit. Is a map-based crime-solving adventure that sends you traveling through time. Actions benefiting. I'm looking at a bunch of menus here. I don't know about this one, Chief.
Yeah.
Okay, I hit that button again. Okay, I don't know. Looks, it's for somebody. I don't know. Not for me.
It's definitely for somebody, but not for me.
Yeah. All right. This one is for me. It's a game I have never played. I always wanted to play Teslagrad. It's just one of those games that just, it's on that list. So I never got to play it, but they always looked interesting to me. So now that we're getting a sequel, we're also getting a remaster of the first one.
Yep.
Which
so I'm happy about that. So that definitely makes me want to pick it up more because I'm like, well, I don't have Teslagrad, and they're like, well, now here's your chance. You got the remaster, and I'm like, all right.
Well, I definitely had the first one on something. I don't fucking know. I'd have to go look at my list, but maybe
Wii U.
Yeah, maybe. If you have a remaster coming out, I'd rather support the dev,
Yep, exactly at this point. So I will definitely probably pick up Teslagrad remastered and then see how I feel about it, and then we'll go towards 2. But it looks good. Looks really fun.
Physics-based puzzles. Oh no, John.
No.
Yeah, no.
Listen, I get a bad rap of puzzles, okay? I play games with puzzles. Just how dumb are the puzzles? It depends on that. If I gotta take more than 10 minutes, I'm out. I don't know. Shadows Over Loathing. Hand-drawn stick figure style mystery solver. And is described as slapstick RPG. What the fuck am I looking at?
So yeah, this is their next game because the first one they did was West of Loathing, which
I've heard that name before. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a Western style stick figure game. I don't know how to exactly explain.
I can't say it's I can't really say.
I like that dinosaur.
Yeah, dinosaur's cool.
Dinosaur. It definitely, I believe it's supposed to be very humorous and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think I would want to try the West of Loathing like when it's on a real sale before I try this one. So it intrigues me, but not enough to like, oh, I gotta go and pick that up.
Yeah. I don't know.
It looks really freaking weird, but I kind of like it for that aspect. It definitely feels like, I feel like it's gonna have that certain kind of charm to it.
Oh, I'll give it a shot. Why not? That guy walks funny. It's available right now. So there you go.
Yeah, they shadow dropped that one.
Gotcha.
Nice.
We got a sequel to Blasphemous, another game that I do want to try.
This was a surprise. I didn't expect this.
Yeah, I really want to try Blasphemous. I tried a little bit of the demo and I really enjoyed it. Even though it's like hard as hell.
Oh,
so
you get to play as Pyramid Head.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he always looks like to me, at least.
No, he straight up does look like Pyramid Head for sure. So this one was definitely the first one. I'm like, hell yes, that's a good one to show off. There you go. And there's a lot of love for Blasphemous, so I figured this was a smart move for them to announce that the second one that's coming out. So that's really awesome.
Listen, I'm gonna play it, so
I gotta still play the first one, but definitely.
We also got Oxenfree Lost Signals. I have not played Oxenfree because I feel like it's not a game for me. It seems like more of a narrative thing, and I do like stories in games, but I also like games in my games.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
don't.
Netflix Game Studio.
Oh,
Wow.
I mean, they're
yeah.
bringing Netflix Game Studio out, but it's not like Nintendo couldn't bring out the app Netflix. People go watch movies. Just saying.
Yeah, weird, right? Crazy.
Mhm. Anyways, this one looked interesting. I agree. I same with you, Kev. I have not played the original.
Hmm.
But I'm after seeing this, I'm kind of enticed to try it, but I'm also looking at the same time like maybe that's not the type of game that I would. It looks like it's gonna need some
Yeah.
investing to it, and I don't know if I have the investing time to give it
Right.
full treatment.
Yeah. I don't know. Like again, I feel like especially with indie games a lot, like they try to do this great big story, but like forget to put a game in it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't like games like that. Like the one that I always return to was like Gone Home, which I don't think anyone would have given a shit about that game if certain things weren't in it, but like it's just not a game. I don't know, man. Maybe. But that's me. A little to the left, Cupboard and Drawers DLC. There was an original game. I've never heard of Little to the Left.
Yeah, this was the part where I pretty much went.
What is a little to the left? I don't understand.
I don't know, and I don't care.
If you long to return to a world which your only responsibility is arranging drawers and shelves, this is exactly the game that Tina would play.
There you go.
I'm gonna tell her.
I-
Wait, let's try an experiment. Hold on. I'm gonna send her a trailer.
There's a cat.
Oh, well, there's a cat.
Organize your cat.
Let's see, a little to the left. I'm gonna see if this is a Tina game, because honestly, I'll play it if she'll play it, but like nothing gets her off like organizing. Organizing and budgets and going to see the Jonas Brothers. That's it.
Yeah, I would stay away from that one.
No, I know what I was getting into. She married me because my name is Kevin and one of their names is Kevin. I get where I live. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon Puzzlers Pack. I want to play Pocket Dungeon.
I
No,
forgot
wait.
that Pocket Dungeon was a thing.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Dig. What's Pocket Dungeon?
Oh, I thought it was Dig too.
Yeah.
Pocket Dungeon is basically like their own little kind of like their own Kirby's Avalanche type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Well, that sounds fun for those people who care. I want like I don't know. It looks kind of interesting.
It looks interesting, definitely.
I just want a new Shovel Knight game, if I'm being honest. Like a real
Shovel Knight 64.
What?
Oh shit! A 3D Shovel Knight.
They talked about that. They said that they felt like because it was like, oh, you're gonna do 16-bit now, and it's like, well, we kind of wanted to jump straight to 64, and I'm like, oh, that would be awesome, and then they never mentioned it again. So I don't think that's actually happening. But
probably budget reasons.
I'm trying to think of. Have you played Super Kiwi 64 yet?
No, but I've seen people play it. It looks really good.
Yeah, I kind of want to try that. Or what's the other one? Frog Gun, the PS1 looking one.
Yeah, that one looks good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try those.
That one should be one up John's alley.
We're pro Frog around here.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got Cult of the Land, Relics of the Old Faith update.
Yes, you got a free update.
So I loved Cult of the Lamb. I think I gave it an A tier. And actually, this is one of those games where town management sim actually like made the game fun because, well, like it was part of the game. It was kind of like baked into it, and they did a really good job. But like the thing is, like I just find it so hard to go back to games after they come out and DLC's out. Like I've beaten the game, and there's so many. My 500 game list, like there's just so much stuff out there. Like
yeah,
I just find it really hard to go back to. If you play Cult of the Lamb, I'm sure this is gonna be a great time. I love how like absolutely satanic and also adorable this game is. I love that juxtaposition in games.
It definitely looks interesting. I still have not played it at all.
One of my favorite games of last year. Worth every penny, Scoot. I promise. No. All right. Well, there's that.
I'll keep it in the back of my mind.
What is Paper Trail? Paper Trail.
So this set a game list that you're gonna see. It was their quick little like
lightning round thing.
Their run through round. Yeah. I didn't care about Paper Trail. No.
Yeah, I already. It's a puzzle game where you fold paper. I see. Okay. Well, that's
paper
nice.
Folding simulator.
Cool. Yep. Don't care about that.
Another
cat game. All right,
What's obsession with cats?
I don't know. Cats are adorable, but Little Kitty Big City.
This one actually looks interesting. I will give
Also,
it
I'm
that.
not liking how these cats are being like.
They're horrifying looking.
Yeah, this is like all these cat games. I don't like the way the cats look. They're not cute.
No.
What didn't Stray already come out? What are we doing here?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. This does look like Stray, but because of the fact that Stray didn't come out on the Switch at all, which understandably why.
Yeah.
This one does pique my
Actually,
interest
Stray
a
would have
little
done
bit.
well on Switch.
Is
I
that
think it would have too.
It was a Sony produced game though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think maybe it was.
I was into Stray because I thought it was gonna be like an action adventure third person like fight do something game, but there was like one combat sequence I heard and I was like, all right, that's it.
I thought Stray was on the Xbox too.
Nope.
No.
At least not yet. I don't know if it's coming. All right, I don't really think I'm. Oh, you can give him a little. Wait, hold on, John. You can give him a little frog hat.
Oh,
Hold on.
tier game now.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
Look at the bottom right. Hold on. Look at that. You see that little guy? Oh,
Yeah.
stupid thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go, little frog.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so
Is that a penis? Oh, it's a banana.
PlayStation 4. And the developer is Blue 12 Studio.
I
So,
don't know who that is.
well, I'm gonna look them up and see.
Well, while you do that, we got Chance of Senar, which I've never heard of.
I know I did not care about.
Yeah, it looks cool, but like, looks get you only so far in life and in games.
I don't know. I just noticed that the indie games that Nintendo showcases and these indie things are never appeal to me. And then I'm sure there's other really, really good indie games. Just for
Yeah.
some reason, the ones they showcase never interest me.
I feel like you have to, what's it called? Like you have to submit it, and I'm sure like some people just aren't ready yet.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Looks, sure looks unique. That's for sure. Oh, and then we got Brotato, which I bought for the Steam Deck. I'm gonna full screen this one. This is on my short list to play.
See, now this one I was actually interested in.
Brotato, it looks really fun. I
It
bought it on
looks like
Steam
a
Deck.
Kev game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks like a cat.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Brotato. It's got that Binding of Isaac art style. Look at that guy with 6 miniguns.
There should be a movie.
I mean, the Expendables, man. You ever seen it?
So regarding Stray, I just found out. Yeah, so Blue 12 Studio. This looks like their first game, but the publisher was Annapurna Interactive.
Yes.
They've actually done games on other systems than just PlayStation. So
Yeah, you want to know what they made? Firewatch, which I also hated.
yes, Firewatch.
I hated Firewatch.
So there's no reason why this one can't come to other platforms at some point. I'm guessing Sony paid.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah, probably.
By the way, Firewatch.
Street Fighter 5.
Are they just Street Fighter 5?
No. I'm just talking about Street Fighter 5 being exclusive to
Oh yeah.
PlayStation. I'm just talking about that in general.
And PC, baby.
In PC, yeah.
Yeah. Escape Academy. I've heard like this might be fun. It's like a whole game about escape rooms, which even though I'm not a big puzzle guy, I like doing escape rooms, but like in real life, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure, it's on. Wait, hold up. If it's online, that actually sounds interesting.
Oh, it has
Oh.
Okay, that could be fun because I wouldn't want to do this by myself.
Damn
Yeah,
it,
usually
Kev.
escape rooms are not online.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to play them
Kev,
local.
Now you're gonna make me want to try it with you.
Listen,
Damn it.
I'll get it if you get it. That's it.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's see how much this game is actually gonna be.
That's a good
before-
point. That's a good point.
When
5
it's
minutes.
come out.
20. Oh, it's already out. It's DLC. Oh, it's a complete edition, so it's out. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Oh, it's on the Xbox. Wait, I think this might be on Game Pass. Now I gotta go look.
If it's on Game Pass, then maybe we'll try it before the complete edition comes.
Let's find out, baby. Buy Escape. Is it on Game Pass?
Oh,
Let me sign in and find out. Yep, it's on Game Pass.
okay.
All right.
Well, I
Well,
guess we might have to try that.
yep, sold. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. We're still doing Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, still a thing.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Christ. Like, honestly, I'm shocked that this series has gone on for so long. But, like, I feel like it's gone on for so long and has fallen off about 5 years ago, also.
At the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about this game series. Because, like,
Someone
If we
wants
were
to-
little kids, I think we would care.
but, like, the thing is, like, it's just jump scares. Like, or at least, like, it was back. I don't know what the hell they're doing now, but, like, I don't like jump scares as it is because, like, one, I find it to be cheap, like, scare. Two, my reaction to jump scares is punching whatever's, like, scaring me. And this is a real story. I'm not trying to sound like a tough guy, but I was at work and I told somebody that. So they decided let me come out behind a staircase in a building we're building and scare you. And the kid was like 130, so he literally come out, scared me, and I threw him at drywall. He's like, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Good thing they're still building this room so they could patch that. Like, it's just, yeah, that is not for me, man. I don't like jump scares.
I've been told I have to try the first one, and eventually I'll do it, but it's not been on my top of my list to do.
Update on Tina. She says, A Little to Love looks oddly satisfying. I'm into it.
There we go.
Yep. All right. So that settles that.
There you go. Now, the final game that they showed, I think you guys are going to like.
There's only one more game.
But take a look at it. There's one more game they showed off.
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Team Reptile's Jet Set Radio like arrives on the Switch on August 18th. Okay. So about Jet Set Radio. Mm-hmm. The first one I've ever played, I didn't have a Dreamcast, was on the Vita. I didn't love it. And that could be because the Vita's controls are not meant to work well with it, but like
probably.
I didn't know it was on the Vita, but is that just a port of
it's a port of it. As far as I know, excuse me, but it was also put to PS3. So I don't know. It could be like maybe playing on Vita wasn't the way. I'm not like closed-minded to trying it again, but this looks cool.
Yeah.
So I would be willing to try it again.
I'm kind of mad that they put this one just in the quick little roundup. Like, I wanted them to talk about this one more, so I'm kind of bummed about that. And sadly, they did not. And this is probably my biggest disappointment with this Indie Direct. You know how usually with a lot of these, they'll say, "Oh wait, we got one last announcement."
No, not at an indie showcase.
They said they did this flash through these games, and they're like, "Okay, we're done." And
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
It just reminded me that Roller Drome exists, and I want to play that still. That's what that reminded me of.
If I had to pick the best game that I'm most interested in, would be that Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like the most I'm going to try.
It looks cool.
Yeah. But like I said, it was a mixed bag. There's some that are really nice, like Blasphemous 2, Oxenfree 2 looks nice, Brotato looks fun.
I was going to say my game of show is Brotato, but like that's a game that's just, it's been out for a while, so.
Yeah.
But if not that one, Cult of the Lamb DLC doesn't really count.
No.
I can't, like, honestly, I'd give this like a C- to D. This is kind of, it's kind of whack.
Yeah.
I didn't really like anything. Played Up, okay, Played Up's fine, but like, it's not that Played Up's not fine, but Overcooked 2 is also on Game Pass. So I'm like, well, until it gets cheap, I'll do that.
Yeah. I gave it a C, around a C range. Like, it was average. There was some stuff I wanted, and for 20 minutes, you actually got quite a, you got a few different games, and it definitely had its variety. Because when I try to do my scores, I don't just do it on my personal viewing of it. I try to think, like, can I see someone else enjoying this as well? Can I see something for everyone? And I think they did enough variety there where I feel like someone will find something.
Yeah.
So I give credit to that. But it was definitely nothing mind-blowing. Maybe Blasphemous 2 maybe would probably be the mind-blowing one of the group, but other than that, no.
So the thing is, I do judge them on my own personal thing because I'm the one playing them in my mind. Mm-hmm. So like,
I do, like I said, I do a mixed bag. I base my vote or my score on how I perceive it and how I think others would perceive it. That's how I try to do it.
Well, there you go. So there's that.
So I give it about a C.
John?
C+.
Yeah, I think a C to D.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Wah, wah.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate. We do have a couple more things to talk about. We'll try to run through them, but I think some are interesting. I'll go in. I think the Redfall one's gonna be last. Let's do the Game Pass quick because we know me. I'm a Game Pass mark. I'm coming to Game Pass. Scooter is very diplomatic. We love it. We love a diplomatic king. We got Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, Coffee Talk, Homestead Arcana, Redfall, Benedict Fox, which I don't know anything about, Cassette Beast, and Medieval Dynasty. And let me tell you, there's 2 games I care about on this month's Game Pass drop. I don't know if anyone cares about any of them, but me.
I want to try the Blaze Blue. I've been always.
That's what I'm gonna try too.
And I always keep seeing it on sale for Switch, but I'm like, I don't know anything about Blaze Blue, so I'm like,
it's a fighting game. I mean, you like Tekken Tag too.
Fighting game. I do know that.
Yeah,
But because now it's on Game Pass, it gives me more of a reason to try it.
as
If
the
I
Game
like
Pass
it,
should.
I'll wait for the sale on Switch again because the Switch version also has online gameplay.
Oh, there you go.
Because, like I said, I play my Switch more than my Xbox, but I do love Game Pass because it's giving me chances to try games that I wasn't so sure about the Switch version. And then if I am enjoying it, I'll buy it on the Switch because I like the handheld experience more.
Right. Well, John, any of these tickle your fancy?
Nope.
All right then.
I'm kind of curious about is Redfall. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, we're gonna get to Redfall in a little bit, Scoot. Don't you worry. I got words about that.
With Redfall, they're
Oh.
like, buy the game now, even though it's not 60 frames.
All right, we're going into it.
Now.
That's it. John started it. Okay, so
I guess we'll go to Redfall.
we're going right to the Redfall thing. So Redfall, listen, I love you, Game Pass, but Xbox, you got to get your shit together. Constantly, they're just like promising big things and then falling on their face. It's not even loading this week because I think they're embarrassed. Hold
What
on.
is the technical reason? What is the technical reason?
The technical reason I don't know, but you want to know the reason is that they set a date and they said we're getting it out this date, and I'm sure the developers are like, we're not ready. They're like, we already said we're doing it, so you gotta like.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think maybe that's what the problem with these games being rushed out. It's like, okay, we're gonna complete it later.
It's not even that they're rushing it out. It's the everyone gives Xbox shit that like they got no games, and then they did that or whatever, the Xbox Direct, whatever you want to call it, where they were like, these are all the games coming out in the next 12 months. So they like kind of made this big promise, be like, we got games. So like if they delay it again, like they already delayed Starfield, then they just look dumber. Yeah. So here's the summary, Scoot, is that this game is essentially going to be like Far Cry with vampires.
Okay.
Which I like Far Cry. But the biggest issue with it is that all the gameplay footage they've shown of this and all the trailers were at like 60 FPS because that's where we should be at nowadays. Again, I'm fine with 30, but like and most games now are they come with a look pretty mode or a run faster frame rate mode.
Right, graphics or
yes.
Right.
So this game is launching with a 4K 30 mode or 1440p if you got a Series S. Mm-hmm. And then they said eventually you'll get a 60 FPS patch. Eventually. And
later.
Right. Not that that's a problem, but to me that indicates that this game is not done.
Yeah.
So that's my issue with it. Now it's coming to Game Pass, so you could try it at 30 FPS and then, play it again at 60. Most people I think won't do that. And that, like, it's not so much a frame rate to me. Again, like 30's fine. If it was 30 forever, I don't give a shit. But to me, this just screams we're not ready for it to be out yet. And there's other issues like, it's a big online component game. You have to be always online. Another thing that people just love. But the thing is, it's very online heavy. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but like, fine. But for a game that's supposed to be cooperative, I don't know if they've ever fixed this yet or they've gone back on it, but whoever is hosting the game is the only one that gets progression. So if you and I play it and I'm hosting the game.
I don't like when games do that
already.
Right. So I don't know if that's been fixed. I will say now. It just seems like a lot of this is not going well right now.
I mean, am I really that surprised? How many games have we come out and stuff, even on PlayStation 5 and Series X? And, they're promising the 60 frames per second, and it's, you watch Digital Foundry, and it's not up to par, So this, honestly, people want to make a big deal. I'm like, I'm used to this shit, honestly. This happens all the time. This has been going on for a long time. And even Nintendo is guilty. Though, I mean, I blame the Pokemon company for it because they want to rush their game out and slap people in the face with it. But, yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
That's why I don't understand they attack Nintendo for low frame rate. Like, I see this issue with every platform having frame rate issues.
Yeah, this is not just a Nintendo thing. This is not just an Xbox thing. This is a thing in general. And it's kind of sad. Like, people want to praise to me about how the PlayStation 5 and the Series X are so cool, and then I see this shit, and I'm just like, what's so cool about this? Why do I want to spend my money on this?
Yeah.
I'm fine with my One X. Like, now most of my games are going to be 30 frames, but I played my Switch most of my games on my Switch are 30 frames. I don't give a
Right.
shit.
Again, yeah. It's just more of the like, this game's coming out, but we're gonna fix it later. Like we see how well it's going with Halo. Am I right, brother?
I mean, yeah, we seen this so much, and I'm sick of it.
This is just bad PR, whether you
Yeah.
care about frame rate or not. It just doesn't
Yeah.
sound right at
Yeah.
all.
So
Just don't bring it out. Like, take the time to fix it. I don't get why people have to like they feel like that gamers need it right now. No, we do not. We got plenty of shit to play.
And what
Like,
is sad is that it's not the developer's fault. It's the
No.
publisher who is forcing it. And it's true. Why are you forcing it out? Like, why are you doing that? Just make it look bad. You only have
Because
one
they want the
chance.
money
You know?
now. They want the money now, but they don't realize if it comes more complete, people will be more interested in buying it. When you're giving them a half-assed game, you're not going to get as much sales. I mean, in some cases, it doesn't necessarily work. I mean, look at Pokemon, for example. It's still selling, but Pokemon's already had
yeah.
phenomenon, so they can
There's so
do
many games. People are not going to remember to go back to this.
It's
Exactly.
yeah. It that, and again, I have been very verbal about my displeasure for $70 games for unfinished products. I didn't even think I didn't even think 60 was worth it, because like we're getting broken games, which is why I love Game Pass. At least if it's broken, I'm like, well, fuck it.
Well,
Like,
I didn't pay anything really to try it.
So I mean, and this is coming to Game Pass, like I said. So
Yeah, I at this point, it's like that's why I feel like Game Pass and those things are great, because you don't know if you're getting a full-fledged game or if you're getting a half-ass thing that they're bringing out right now, and then they'll do we'll fix it later. You know, I'm so sick of this. This is again another reason with Nintendo. I don't like Splatoon as much, because they don't bring you out.
John's coming for you
for the game.
How dare you?
Yeah, you're supposed to like the games I like, brother.
I'll say it, but this is my biggest problem with companies these days. Just take the time, make it worth people's money. Stop doing this bullshit, bringing out right now, and you'll fix things or you'll add things later to make it worth the money. No, we're putting our investment in right now.
But even with all the protests, they still do it.
Because they still sell. I don't know how.
They still sell.
They still sell. It's crazy. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me at all. But
is it that the same people complaining are the ones buying it, or is it a separate audience?
Oh my God, yes. With Pokemon is a big example. I've seen so many people bitching about it.
Hold on. I stand by that. People give Pokemon's in that league where it can do no wrong. People have given it an eternal pass. I stand by that forever.
But even the ones complaining buy it and play it, and yet they complain the entire time.
I know.
I don't get it.
I don't know. So we'll see where Redfall goes. And
to try it though. When it comes on Game Pass, we'll try.
Oh, this tweet won't even load from the. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, now it loaded. So yeah, it'll come out eventually. And as RGT says, well, what?
Am I gonna even be able to play it?
What, Redfall? No, you will not. So that was the other thing that we'll add to this. This is like Xbox's first like this gen only game. It is not come one of the old ones. This gen only. And like that's how you're gonna start your this gen only thing?
Yeah, you're gonna go. Ta-da.
So that being said, like John only has a 1X, but Scorn, and he did it through the cloud stream thing, and it worked okay.
So
right?
Redfall could be cloud. Oh, but it's online. So
Right.
that would work.
So
how is the cloud like? Because I really want to try that Hi-Fi Rush.
It works fine, but do not try it with Hi-Fi Rush, which is a game that is all about rhythm.
Don't try that.
Well, because it's a rhythm game, so if your input lag and stutters, like you're gonna like you can be offbeat in that game and still do damage, but it's not the point of the game. So maybe don't.
I don't know how Xbox does it, but the cloud gaming actually works well on it. Like I only played Scorn. There are times where you see like artifacting on the screen, a little pixelization, and there might be a little slowdown, but for the most part, it's pretty smooth. So
yeah, it's weird. I mean, and the funny thing with the Switch's cloud, there's only one game that actually works on this.
Because it's not run off like, not that Nintendo servers would be good, but like they outsource a lot of that. So
yeah, and it's God, what is that name? What is that game?
I heard Control was okay.
Yes.
Control. Thank you. Control.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one cloud game I heard that works kind of okay.
Yeah, And the worst one is the Kingdom Hearts, which is disappointed.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like,
And they dared had a demo. It's like, look how crappy this looks.
but like,
Right?
yeah,
No, that's what's even more funny about it. I remember I was watching the last Smash Brothers announcement, and then they brought Sora, and then I'm like, it'd be nice to get some Kingdom Hearts games with this. Oh, we're gonna bring Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, yes.
I just never think you should you should never pay for a cloud version of a game.
No,
I agree.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Especially when they're still trying to get full price out of you.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yes. All right.
Oh man, no.
We'll end on some happy news. I think John will like. Speaking of Monster Hunter.
Oh.
So Pokemon Go developers are bringing a Monster Hunter version of the game. So Monster Hunter now will be distributed by Niantic, and I don't know how that's going to work, but essentially you're going to go around town and you'll collect pieces of gear. And I assume that the raids would just be like fighting the monsters.
So I heard about this, but I haven't seen any video of it, so I don't know how it's going to play.
Well, don't you worry. The teaser trailer is right here, which I love vertical video on horizontal screen. That's my favorite. I like...
Real nice.
Yeah, the thing is, like, while this looks cool, I don't know. I don't feel like any of the Niantic things have taken off beyond Pokemon Go.
I mean, it's obvious. They're like, hey, we want some of that Pokemon Go money.
Yeah.
So it just plays exactly like Pokemon Go?
Supposedly. I mean, I don't know how you're going to fight the monsters in Pokemon Go.
That's one thing I kind of care.
You just tap the screen.
Yeah. There was a Monster Hunter mobile game I played a while ago. I think it was like a port of one of the Freedom games. And like essentially all you did was like make your gear and then you warp right to the monster. And I was like, this is weird. I don't know, maybe it'll work, but I won't play it. I'm just gonna be honest.
I can easily guarantee you, like I'll put my money on this one, even though I don't have money. I don't think it's
sick.
This is gonna go well. I don't think this is gonna reach the level of Pokemon Go.
Well, they've had other ideas, like there was a Ghostbusters one, there was like a Harry Potter one. They've already been out, but like nobody cares about them. That's the thing.
I didn't even hear
Maybe
those.
they should do Luigi's Mansion. That could be sweet.
That could be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
An open world Luigi's Mansion.
I don't want an open world game. Stop it.
I'm just gonna go around yelling Mario.
Yeah, people get freaked out by you.
I look like a stupid ass person.
Don't do that.
Biggest video ever. That'd probably be like my biggest viewing YouTube video if I did shit like that.
Yeah. So, well, all right, guys. I think that's gonna do it for me. I do have to get ready to.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the GameStop thing?
What was the GameStop thing? Quick, I have a little time, but
okay. So,
send me that article, baby.
Pretty much read this article. So apparently, someone actually got fired from.
Oh, that yeah.
For leaking the OLED Switch, the new model that's coming out, the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom OLED.
So I've heard of people doing stuff like this, and I'm thinking, what was his motivation? Like, why did he decide, I'm going to take a picture of this and share it? What was the
for internet clout, John?
I mean,
okay, clout got you fired.
Well, he worked at GameStop. Trust me, I've been there. It's not that great.
but the thing is, because I saw the picture, he put the SKU number.
Oh, that's a problem.
SKU number. I'm like, you are an idiot.
Yeah.
What do you expect them to do? Like, some people were like trying to pull, well, this is Nintendo's fault. No, this guy was an idiot because he knew. You should have known that was gonna happen. Are you kidding me? Like,
yeah.
I don't get why people are defending this. You put something out there that's not supposed to be out there, and then you're gonna be shocked that on Reddit that your employer finds out that you did it. This is why be careful of the shit you put out there, because your company that you work for can find your shit.
I have
public.
Yeah, there are a lot of things I've seen at working at GameStop that like the public was not supposed to know, kind of thing. You just shut your mouth. Like it's that easy, man. Like,
yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to like take a picture of it and put it out there.
No.
Yeah, he didn't take a picture of the Switch itself. He took the picture of the SKU numbers and stuff like that, which, like, no shit, you're gonna. And so then he was basically guessing that that's what it was gonna be. It's like, well, A, it's like no shit.
Yeah.
B, it's like what were you expecting? out of this. You
I don't
know, you
know.
expect them to just go, "Oh yeah, it's okay for you to leak that. It's no problem." And then Nintendo got involved and got pissed off with GameStop for having this happen because they are partners. They work together, so it makes sense why they would get mad at this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's very obvious why he got fired, and people want to blame Nintendo for this one. I'm like, hold up.
Uh,
Only person,
Did you hear about
the
the
only
Zelda
person you can
art
blame.
book?
Yeah.
Apparently Nintendo's going after Discord because apparently images from the Zelda art book were posted on a Discord server. So Nintendo actually contacted Discord to get the names of the people who posted that, and they're gonna legally go after them.
Can't blame him.
in case anyone wants to find this man, he looks like this. He linked his Twitch profile. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
He linked his Twitch profile. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it's right here. Secret Santa 7. Well,
So, I mean, I feel bad because it does suck. Like, you know, no one wants to lose their job because obviously he had a passion for it. But you gotta be smart, man. Like, seriously, you gotta be smart about this shit. It's part of the contract. I worked at Best Buy. When I got to hear about leaks and stuff that was happening, like, you know, with Nintendo bringing out stuff around the Switch and stuff like that, obviously I was told you can't talk about this.
Yeah.
I was told.
it's
So it's not
I
surprising to me.
I assume he didn't care about being fired. Like he just didn't.
yeah.
Why would
no.
you? You know.
To be fair,
People caring about him getting fired more than he probably did.
probably. And I've worked at GameStop. They fire people over dumber things. Actually, when I tried to politely put in my 2 weeks notice, and that day they were like, well, you could just give us your keys and not come back.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, well, fuck me for trying to be polite.
But I feel like honestly with this one they did the right move.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you know you broke the contract that you made with them. It's in there. It says stuff about leaks.
Yeah.
I didn't work at GameStop, but it can't be much different than working at Best Buy with.
Wait,
leaks.
people are angry that he got fired. Like,
yeah, but it's the internet being like, boo, GameStop bad. Like, dude, you did something wrong at your job.
GameStop bad. Ooh,
Yeah.
Nintendo bad for making him get fired.
Like, I don't love GameStop, but like, I'm not gonna defend an employee who did something that was blatantly not okay.
It's funny. People just don't want to take accountability for their actions and stuff like that. He obviously did something he wasn't supposed to do. You don't put.
Is he a Gen Z? Is he a Gen Z person?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I do not know. But
judging by his Twitch stream, he looks probably like older than me. So
don't
know.
It's obvious though. You got to watch what you do. If you're putting stuff on there, chances are your employer or the place that you're trying to apply for, they're gonna know.
They will find you.
They will find you, and they might. No, they won't kill you.
No, I don't. It's Nintendo. They might kill you.
The ninjas.
Yeah. So.
No, they'll just fine your ass.
No.
That's all they'll do.
All right. Well, that does kill it because I do have to pee now. So I'd like to thank one of John and Scooter 2089 for joining me.
No, that name is getting changed.
Fuck.
Oh.
I just got it better. You can find them both on Twitch at one of John and Scooter 102089.
Yep, I actually just finally decided on what name I'm doing.
Well, there you go. Do you want to premiere it now?
Because it was a vote between Chase and Scooter.
Okay.
Chase and Scooter. I thought it was, my wife thought it was pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
And also Scooter Chaser.
It's gonna be
Shooter. Try to brand those two names together because those are the two names that people know me by.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel, and because of the fact that it has more meaning, and there was some more outside votes from my Discord, I'm going with Chase and Scooter. The reason why I really like it too is because the fact the N, so it's gonna be Chase Chase N Scooter, because the middle name of mine starts with an N. So
there you go.
Norman.
Is it Norman?
Norman, yeah, Norman.
So it's Aaron. That's Aaron.
It'll be happening later when I actually have time to rebrand.
Sold. All right.
Sold.
The one thing I always do forget, by the way, guys, if you are listening to this on the YouTubes, do the like and the subscribing, I guess. But if you're listening to this on podcast services, give it a rating and give it a review. It helps out. What? Click the bell?
Click the bell.
I mean, you click the bell, but like most of my YouTube channels, my Twitch uploads. But like, if you're listening to this on a podcast service, please give it a review and rating and all that stuff. And I'd like to thank our patrons, JD from the Red Leaf Retrocast, Cleppy, Simone, Fafafui. Thank you all. Anyone else got last minute things before we get out of here? Because I gotta pee.
Let's keep the Wii U alive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go keep the Wii alive right now. I have to pee.
Wee.
Do I need to call an ambulance for you too?
No, Tina's here. She'll take care of me.
Wee.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Blah, blah, blah. Words are hard. I will see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.